It has been quite some time, I feel like, since I last recorded a video. And that's because lots and lots of crazy things were happening. So first of all, the wedding. That I kept myself very busy with wedding planning. I did a lot of DIY kind of stuff for it. And so the wedding is done. I'm married now. And well, now I'm just going to be spending a lot more time on my work because I mentioned before that I got a great opportunity to kind of have a promotion. And so now I can call myself a real digital artist, I guess, a professional digital artist, because I'm getting paid for my Photoshop work. So that's very exciting for me. I'm still spending quite a lot of time on that. So I still don't have as much time as I want in regards to reading books. I feel like before I would always read when I did my medical treatments, which is about 2.5 hours a day. And I still kind of read sometimes, but a lot of the times that's also when I want to watch my shows. There's been a lot of great things out, like Stranger Things took up a lot of my time. It's Only Murders in the Building. I wanted to rewatch that, and now watching the new season. So I don't just love reading books, but I love movies and TV shows. So I have to balance everything. Speaking of movies, there's one coming out this week, and it's based off a book. And a lot of you have probably already read it. I'm late to that game, but it's Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. Here it is. I bought this copy at the Amazon bookstore about, I think it was earlier this year. After I heard that it was going to be made into a movie, I was like, well, now I have to read it so I can watch the movie. And yeah, I waited till the very last moment. I have tickets to see the movie Friday, and I need to finish it. So I did a calculation. I have to read 55 pages a day in order to finish before the movie. So that's what I'm trying to do this week. And I've almost got my 55 pages for today, just 20 more, and then I'm on track. So looking forward to it. I kind of like this book so far. I'm intrigued, not quite sure where it's going. I hadn't read the summary or watched the movie trailer until this week. So I went into this not knowing what it was about really. And I'm liking it okay so far. I'm 135 pages in, which is almost chapter 19. Not too much has happened yet. All we know is, I don't think this is a spoiler because this is literally the plot, is a girl she like lives in a marsh on her own, and sometime down the road there's a body found and they think it's her because she's weird because she lives alone in the marsh. That's all I know about it right now, and I'm looking forward to finishing this because a lot of people really, really liked this book and like raved about it. So I want to see what the hype's about, and I'm hoping I could compare it to the movie, see if they kind of kept close to the storyline from the book. So the purpose of this video, which I forgot to state, is that I have a stack of books for a book haul, and I'm ready to put them away. They've just been sitting on my shelf every day. I'm looking at it saying, gotta take care of that, gotta take care of that. And now I want to put them away. My shelves are so crazy right now. You could just see I have so much stuff on it. A lot of it is like leftover wedding stuff. I'm now going to tell you about the books that I have acquired. The first book that I wanted to tell you about is one that I have been anticipating ever since I found out that it was being released, and it is by my favorite author, Riley Sager, and this is called The House Across the Lake, and this was my book of the month add-on. So when I saw it was an add-on, I was like, yes. But now I kind of a little bit regret it because I could have bought like the exclusive, or there's some special edition at Barnes & Noble, And I'm kind of like, man, I should have just bought it there. But the nice thing about this is I paid $9.99 for a hardcover. I think it was $9.99. It was somewhere like that. But if you go to Barnes & Noble and buy it, it's about $30, $28, something like that. So I got it for a very discounted price. Now, the only issue is it has, you know, the book of the month stamp on it. Like the back is different. So it's just like a different version. That's the only downside, is that the cover is different and it's not really like collectible at this point. So, but I don't really mind. I just really want to read the story. Let's talk about what this book is about. Be careful what you watch for, is what it says in the beginning. I don't want to read the full synopsis of this book because I feel like that spoils the ones I'm super excited about. But the general idea of this is a woman moves into a lake house to escape some bad press, and she spends her time watching her neighbors from the window, and I believe she saves her neighbor, the woman, from drowning or something, and it kind of opens that story up. So she is spying on her neighbors. I'm curious to know if this is going to be like all those other like genres. Like I feel for a while it's like the woman in the window, the woman in the house across the street from the woman in the window. I think that was a Netflix show. It was something like that. I just feel like there's this whole movement that happened, which was about people rear windowing. I think that's the title of the movie. That's about that. I think Alfred Hitchcock like kind of started that whole kind of genre, or that's like where I believe it to have originated in my mind. But it's that whole concept of somebody watching through the window. And it's like they think they have the whole story, but they don't. Sometimes they have like a mental block, or they drink too much so they don't know what's going on. People don't believe them. I wonder if this is going to be kind of the same thing. Like people think, like the person across the house or street or lake thinks something's happening, and nobody believes them when they report something because they're like, oh, you're crazy, or you're going through something, you just imagined it. So I'm curious to see if this is going to have that element in it, just like all the other stories that are kind of like similar to this about like watching your neighbor. So I'm very curious to read this. I want this to be my next book as soon as I finish Where the Crawdads Sing. This one. Yes, I'm so excited. The second book that I got in my book of the month was the Upgrade. I was going to say Recursion, which was the previous book by Blake Crouch. This one seemed super intriguing. I absolutely love the book Dark Matter by this author. That is a 5-star read in my opinion. It's very good. I usually don't go for like sci-fi type stuff. I usually like the murder mysteries or the rom-coms, but Blake Crouch does kind of like sci-fi thrillers, and Dark Matter just blew my mind. So when I saw that this was the book for July, I just really wanted to get it. And what I understand about this novel is that people's genes are like being altered, and that just seems crazy to me. Like all I had to read was Logan's genome has been hacked, and there's a reason he's been targeted for this upgrade. So his like brain is changing, the way he's seeing people is changing, and that just seems so crazy to me. Like your body is hacked and being changed like without your knowledge or permission. So I am just kind of really intrigued to see where this goes, and hopefully I'll read it soon. I still haven't read Recursion. I heard that was a good book. I don't know why I've been holding off. I mean, if it's anything like Dark Matter, I'm going to love it. I just have such a lot of books I want to read. So I hope to get to this one soon, but probably not super, super soon. I'll wait till I'm in the mood for a kind of sci-fi thriller type novel. This next book I really wanted to read because it seemed very cute, and I kind of love these, like, I don't know if you would consider this fake dating, but it's like fake reality, maybe a fake reality kind of trope. But it is The Stand-In by Lily Chu. I got this one at Target. I had been eyeing it at the bookstore and Target, like anytime I would like walk past the books. And finally one day I was like, if they have this book, I'm totally gonna buy it today. And I did. So this one is about a woman who's just like your normal average living day-to-day life, having hardships, nothing's quite going her way. And she one day runs into a celebrity who actually looks exactly like her. And the celebrity has this proposition, like, pretend to be me. So I guess she can have like a break. And so she, because of her life circumstances, she decides, okay, I will live as a celebrity. And she does, but that means that she's escorted by a man named Sam, who is intriguing and infuriating to her. So it seems like they're gonna butt heads at first, and they're forced to spend time with each other. And I am all about that. I love books that are kind of have tropes like that. So I think I'll enjoy this one, and I'm excited to read it. Has anyone read it yet? I think it's pretty popular. I saw it everywhere I went for a little while. So I'm excited to get around to this one. And I love the art. Can we please have more books like this? Like, I love it. Another book that I picked up at Target is The Agathas. And this is by Kathleen Glasgow and Liz Lawson. This one was one I knew I definitely wanted to buy because I am an Agatha Christie fan. One of my favorite books is And Then There Were None. And this book, they kind of use Agatha Christie's books, or they're like fans of Agatha Christie, and they use her books and stuff to find out a real life mystery. And so in this book, they're a friend, or like an ex-best friend, goes missing, and so they kind of use their knowledge of these Agatha Christie books to try to figure out what happened to this person. That just seems right up my alley. This next one is one that has been on my list for a long time, like maybe a year, and I kept wanting to get it, but then I kept finding other books that I wanted more, until finally I was just like, I want Bunny by Mona Awad or Awad. I first of all love the cover, and I got this one actually on my honeymoon when I went to the Las Vegas. I went to the Writer's Block, the bookstore, which is my favorite bookstore, and I got this book. There was only one copy, so I was really excited when I went to find it, and I found it, and I was very happy. And this one is, I heard it is very twisted. So there was one time I was in Barnes & Noble and I was considering buying this, but then I like put it down, and then I came back to it, and a worker saw me like hesitating to buy it. And I remember she just walked by and she was like, that book is crazy. And then she just kept walking, and I was like, what? And I just remember she was like, it is crazy and weird. It's so weird. You're gonna love it. You should read it. And after that, I was like, okay, if it's crazy, twisted, gonna make my mind go crazy, then I'll read it. Because when you read the back of the book, like the synopsis, it doesn't sound like it's gonna be too crazy or gruesome or intense or something. But that's what the person who read it had said. So do you share that opinion with them or no? This one is about a girl who, she goes to, I guess, a university, and there's this whole group of girls, and they all call each other Bunny, hence the name of the title. And she's invited to their, it's called a smut salon, and she ditches her only friend. And after that, I think she starts partaking in whatever things that they're doing and blurring. I don't know if it's like blurring. It says it's the edges of reality began to blur. So I don't know if like these bunnies are like a cult or I don't know. I have no idea. I also purchased an ebook. I got this one, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. And I wanted to get this because I heard it was really, really good. And I wasn't quite sure if I would like it, but I just kept hearing rave reviews on how it was such a good book. And so I decided I wanted to buy it. But every time I go to Barnes & Noble, they don't have it. And I was like, I didn't want to order it. And then Amazon was having like a Prime like special. And I was able to get the book for like $5. And I was like, yes, please. I will take the ebook. I want to try to do more ebooks because my shelves are full. Like I don't have room to put any more of my books. I need to get rid of some. And my birthday's coming up, and all I have on my wish list is books. And so I'm like, I need more room for the new books I want to read. So it's time to start, you know, investing in ebooks when there's like a nice sale on them or something. So anyway, I wanted to get this book because I heard it was really good. I'm not 100% what it's about, but I kind of don't want to read the synopsis. So if you're interested in, I believe it's in the mystery or horror section. I think mystery. No, it's a mystery. And so I don't want to read the synopsis of it too much because I don't want to get spoiled or know what it's about. I want to go into it, you know, not knowing anything. Of course, I always look for Darcy Coates novels that are on sale because I just really enjoy those ones as ebooks because they're not my favorite books. Like I just kind of enjoy them. So if I could spend less than $5 on that book, I choose that over paying $18 for like the paperback. So those are the books I like to read when I just kind of want some like a scary horror kind of thriller novel to read on the side. So Hunted by Darcy Coates was a really good book. So skip Dead Lake. That one, no. But the last physical book I'm going to show you, and the last book in general, is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. This is a newer release, and when I saw this cover, I was just blown away because it's beautiful. I love it. Axie O wrote a book about Korea and how like a girl moved to Korea and actually like knew a K-pop idol. I haven't read it yet, so it is on my to be read list, but this is the same author. So I was like, okay, hold on. I want to buy this one. And this is also, I believe it is based off of a fairy tale. And as I was reading the synopsis, this is about how a sea god curses the people of this town, and every year a beautiful maiden is sacrificed to appease the water god, the sea god. Essentially, all we need to know is a girl is sacrificed to the sea god every year. And so this time, a girl, she kind of ended up sacrificing herself. Her name's Mina. And she seeks out the spirit god. And the whole time I was reading this in the bookstore, I was like, I definitely watched a K-drama based on this fairy tale. And I cannot remember what it is. I'm going to have to do some investigating and find out. I mostly just wanted this because beautiful artwork. It's a small enough book. I love all things Korean pretty much. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, hold on, same author as the other book I really want to read. And I watched a K-drama that was based off of the same kind of story. So I was all in on this one. So, and that is it. Those are all the books that I have acquired recently. And there's probably going to be more to come because my birthday's coming up soon. And I don't think there's any book releases I'm super anticipating besides one. I think that it is the very beginning of August there's this book coming out, which if you are a fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, you probably already know about this, but I saw this book a long time ago. Like, it had to have been last year or something, or maybe earlier this year. And as soon as I saw it, it was added to my wish list, and I have been waiting for it, and I'm very excited that it is coming so close. Other than that, I don't think there's any releases that I'm aware of yet of what I want. I know Grady Hendrix was supposed to be coming out with a book and it got pushed. At least I found that out today. So I'm a big fan of horror novels, so I will probably be purchasing that when it comes out. Anyway, it has been a busy summer so far, and I don't think it will slow down. So I'm just gonna keep working, keep reading, and enjoy my summer and enjoy being a newlywed. And I'm still needing to clean up off my wedding stuff. So that's gonna be me the next couple weeks, organizing, cleaning, and hopefully reading. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to making content. I know I don't make it very much, but I'll do what I can. I still enjoy this. It's kind of like a fun hobby for me, and any way that I can get on the same page as like other readers, I would love that, because I don't know too many people in my life that actually read. So YouTube videos is where I get to show my excitement for books and reading and stories and escaping. And I hope that you enjoy this video, and I will see you in another one. Bye bye.